In this video, let's review some of the basics of MakeByMe. To get started manipulating the view, you can use your left mouse button to rotate, you can use your right mouse button to pan, and the scroll wheel to zoom in and out. For touch, you're going to use one finger to rotate, two fingers to pan, and pinch to zoom. If you ever get in trouble with your view, you can zoom to fit by clicking the Zoom to Fit button in the bottom left-hand corner of the viewport. Or you can double-click in negative space. To add additional materials to my project, I can tap the Shop button on the main toolbar to open the Shop panel. And here I can browse different nominal materials, such as lumber, sheets, and custom sizes. I can also browse retail products such as hardware and other furniture accessories. I want to add another 2x4 to the project, so I'm going to tap on lumber and I'm going to navigate to 2x4. This will open up an options panel where I can specify a length. I'll add this at 40 inches. Then I'm going to tap Add to Project, and the 2x4 will appear on the grid next to my other one. To move an object, you're going to select it, and then on screen you'll see some controls. You can free drag by using the free drag control. You can move the object up and down using the vertical control. And you can rotate the object in different directions by dragging the rotate controls. If you want a little bit more control, you can turn snap off by tapping the snap off button on the manipulator toolbar. This will switch the controls to a more precise drag where snap is disabled, and you will have a distance readout on screen. To save some time, you can tap on a rotate control to rotate in increments of 90 degrees. Now let's review how to align objects and snap them together. I want to align this board to the top of this one. To do that, I'm going to select the board and start dragging with the vertical control. On screen, I'll see a magenta highlight to show the relation between the two objects and that they are aligned. Then, I'm going to drag this way until I see alignment here. And then to snap them together, I'm going to move this object toward the other until I see a cyan highlight to show that the two objects are connected. Now let's review some of the contextual controls. To view the contextual toolbar for an object, select the object. You'll see that the contextual toolbar populates with Delete, Duplicate, Cut, Select Joined, and Edit. Delete will delete the object. If I want to bring the object back, I'll tap Undo in the bottom right-hand corner of the viewport. To duplicate the object, I'll tap Duplicate. If I want to select all objects that are connected, I can tap Select Joined, and that will select all of them. I can tap in negative space to deselect. Then, if I want to access some additional options like Paint, I can tap Edit to access the Paint panel. You can also access the Cut tool on the contextual toolbar. When in the Cut tool, you have a saw blade that can do cross cuts, you can also do mitered cuts or beveled cuts by rotating the blade. And you can also trim objects to fit using the Cut tool. To do that, I'm going to drag the saw blade until it snaps to the inside of this leg. Now I can trim this stretcher to fit between the two legs and remove the offcut. You can also move in smaller increments by tapping the cut arrows. Also available in the Cut tool is the Shape Cut tool. On the bottom toolbar, to access the Shape Cut tool, you'll tap the Shape Cut icon and it will toggle to Shape Cut. You'll notice that an additional toolbar will appear at the bottom where you can choose different cut shapes. Currently, we have circle and rectangle. For this workbench I'm building, the rectangle is perfect to cut these notches out around the legs on my bottom shelf here. I'm going to position the rectangle, and then I'm going to size it so it fits around the 2x4. Then I'm going to tap OK, and I can cut that notch out around the 2x4 leg. To continue cutting out the other notches, ShapeCut will remember the last shape and size you used. So I can quickly drag the rectangle into position and cut the notches for my other legs. And that covers some of the basics of MakeByMe.